The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Hey Teddy, have you noticed how little attention science and health issues get in the media?
Totally, Edgar, yet science information is very important.
Yeah, for sure. That's why the Health Journalists Network is here.
How can they help?
They are a group of journalists dedicated to advancing public understanding of healthcare issues through impactful reporting on health and science.
Oh, really?
Yes, they meet up every month with scientists and researchers, policymakers, and activists at the Science Media Cafes. They then relay what they discuss to the public.
Does that benefit us?
Oh yes, very much so. This helps with health and science literacy for a healthy Ugandan society.
Okay. I love getting informed about science and health issues. Health information makes all the difference between life and death. I'll look them up and engage them.
That's great. They are based all over the country.
Oh, okay. That's interesting, and they should be making real impact.
They are empowering health communities through journalism. Journalists can save lives just like doctors.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
The mighty global news updates. My name is Kenneth Rweminemberwatimbira. It is a very fresh and cold morning here in the capital, Kampala. We had some morning showers. I do not know whether your side you got some rain, but that shouldn't stop you from doing what you had planned to do. A very good morning once again, and thank you for always tuning in to the Alternative Dig Talk TV. Here we prioritize matters of national importance, and this is the Mighty Drive Show. It runs Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and we always come in fast with the segment of the Mighty Global News Updates, where we tell you what's happening in the country, what's happening outside, because we believe you have to be informed, you have to know what's happening in our country here, even around the globe. That's why we come in here every morning to give you these updates, to keep you informed, because you can never make an informed decision if you're not informed. And not just being informed, but informed with the most accurate information. We have a lot of stories to share with you this morning, and after the updates we shall have our guests here and we discuss some other matters of national importance we believe will be of value to you. Outside Uganda, the war between the United States of America and Iran is intensifying. That's a joint operation between the two countries, between the United States of America and Israel. They are continuously striking Iran. We'll talk about that and a lot of stories here in our country, Uganda. You do not have to miss any part of it. We have the people that we are celebrating this fresh morning. A happy belated birthday to all of you people celebrating, but we are starting with Mubiru Kevin. Happy belated birthday to you. Best wishes from your beloved mom. She loves you so much and wishes you all the good things in this life. She loves you so much and wishes you all the success in your life, all the blessings any parent would wish their child. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday to you, Mubiri Kevin. We love you so much also here at Dig Talk TV, and we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for always following us, and we also wish the best to the mom who has sent in these wishes, and we continue to pray for the very best to Mubiri Kevin. Now, heading direct to the Mighty Global News Updates, allow me to start with the story of the hookers, all the street vendors. Here in the capital, Kampala, the Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, had warned all the street vendors to vacate the streets of Kampala and have permanent places, gazetted places, or like go to markets and sell their goods from there, not just by the roadside, which the government has been saying is disrupting traffic and causing unnecessary congestion in the city. And now several cities and municipalities are also embracing this directive. We told you previously here that in Bali, yesterday we told you that in Bali the campaign had started to also force all the street vendors to vacate the road reserves. And now the operation has continued to Mityana municipality, and this was confirmed by the town clerk of Mityana municipality, that is Godfrey Kateba, who said they no longer want to see street vendors on this, by the roadside, on road reserves. They say they want them in gazetted places, that is in markets. They don't want any more street vendors on the roads of Mityana municipality. This campaign is continuing, much as there is criticism, of course, from some people who are saying these people do not have where to go. The markets are not enough. They are not, that some of the works they do require streets because they have to convince buyers. And in markets, only those who have gone to purchase some stuff are the ones who go there. And these street vendors persuade the people, persuade their customers to buy. And if they are taken to markets, they may not make as much money as they have been making, and that some of them are just making money for survival. They do not make that much, and hence they should be allowed to still operate on the streets. But also the citizens here in the country are welcoming the idea, saying it is a very good idea. It will make Kampala clean and other cities reduce on congestion. There are some streets that are now looking better, at least compared from what they have been like. And some people have been appreciating the Kampala Capital City Authority for doing this, but of course there are those who will always be unhappy. And now even in Mityana, these street vendors and hawkers were unhappy about this, saying it puts their life at stake. They are not making any money. They are being pushed into markets. Some of them that they cannot afford the stalls in the markets. But the town clerk confirmed that all of the people will have to vacate the streets of Mityana municipality. And now in Bali, after chasing away the street vendors and hawkers, now the campaign is on the taxi drivers and the border riders. Yesterday, the police clashed with some of them who had refused to follow the regulations that were given out to them and follow the directives from the city authority. And now they are saying all of the street vendors, all the hawkers must be in gazetted places. No more working in ungazetted places. Of course, this is continuously coming with criticism, but we are following up this story to give you more information because we are your trusted online platform that gives this great information. And now, related but in a different way, now also the car bond operators have been told to vacate the streets as well, that they are using the road reserves to sell their cars from there. And now Kampala Capital City Authority have talked about it, and now the Minister of Works and Transport, the State Minister Musa Echwere, also commented about it, saying they no longer want to see these cars put on road reserves, that they are not supposed to work from there. And now most car dealers and car bond operators have been doing this. They have been putting the cars by the roadside, and that's where they have been selling them from. And now the Minister of Transport has warned that whoever will not abide by these directives will have to face the law, and that police will work upon them as required by the law. But now some of them, of course, they have been very bitter, especially these the car bond operators. They are very bitter, saying they may not have all the capacity to rent some other places or get some other better places to sell their cars from, saying that these road reserves have been better, they have been accessible to people, and they are close to the road, which puts their businesses on clear display. And now they are not happy with the directives of the Ministry of Works and Transport, but the ministry says they will not favor anyone on this. They have to get gazetted places, no more working on by the roadside, on road reserves. They say this will not be tolerated. It is causing accidents. It is causing traffic jam in town, that they are taking over the roads, and now the vehicles have nowhere to pass, and they can't tolerate that, which leads to accidents and loss of innocent lives. That is also the information regarding that as well. Now, away from that, but on a sad note, a P5 people committed suicide in Wakiso. A 15-year-old John Terry Kiseka was found hanging in their dormitory. And now this information is, of course, sad, but the school said this young people had just joined them at Kololo Junior School. He had joined them this time, and they up to now don't know the reason as to why this young man committed suicide. They are saying he had been a very good learner, he has been disciplined, he loved his fellows, but they do not know what could have triggered him to commit such a thing, to commit suicide in the dormitory. And they are now, the police has responded saying the investigations have kicked off, but the parents have not yet responded on whether their child had some other mental illnesses. But what the teachers say and what the fellow kids have been talking about now the late John Terry Kiseka, they are saying he has been good. They had not seen any sign of him committing suicide, but some are saying this could have come from home. Maybe he was being tortured at home. Maybe he had some mental disorders that could have triggered this, although they say they had not seen any signs of this, but just suspecting that this could have triggered him to commit such a thing. Of course, some others tying it to maybe spiritual things, saying maybe there are spiritual attacks. Maybe someone in their family committed suicide, and there are those who believe that if any family member committed suicide, it is very likely that some others in that lineage will also commit suicide. But of course, those are beliefs from some people, and TikTok TV cannot confirm that that's the reason. But we are telling you what was coming out of there, what information was coming out of these people near the school. But up to now, the police is investigating, and also the teachers are saying they are not yet aware of what could have triggered this 15-year-old P5 people to commit suicide. That is sad news, and we send our condolences to the family of now the deceased. May his soul rest in peace. Now, in our other news, of course, we have also learned that there's a blind man who had been reported to have defiled a young girl. The 15-year-old young girl was defiled by Mr. Ivan Birungi, who is 44 years old. Now, we are saying he defiled because he confessed to have done so before a grade 1 magistrate court in Mukono, and now he had been sentenced to 7 years imprisonment, and there are new cases coming in, there are more charges coming in. They are saying he did not just defile, but he kidnapped this young girl. He was working with some other people who helped him get the girl because he is blind, and now they had to bring in the girl. That he was using other people to help him find the girl, and that group helped even in kidnapping this young girl, taking her to the home of Mr. Birungi Ivan, a 44-year-old, and that's where he committed this great and this very bad offense of defilement. They are saying there is more evidence to come regarding this, but up to now, Mr. Birungi Ivan says he did not kidnap the girl, that the people he had asked to find a suitable wife for him brought in this 15-year-old girl, and since he is blind, he could not identify the girl was below age, below 18 as required by law to make consent. But Mr. Birungi Ivan says he was misled by these people who he had asked to find a wife for him. He's 44 years old. He says he has never married before, and now he was looking for a wife, but the group of his fellows that he had asked to find him a wife brought in this young girl, and he didn't know, but he accepted that he defiled her. But up to now, he is saying he did not kidnap the girl, that everything was properly agreed on. But now the investigation are continuing, and the prosecution says they are bringing in more evidence, pinning Mr. Birungi Ivan. That's very sad, of course, for this young girl who had to face such a hell of defilement. And we condemn such, but we are continuously following this story to find out more, to see what even happens next, or whether he will be charged or sentenced even to more years in prison. Outside Uganda, the war between the United States of America and Iran in joint operation, of course, with Israel is continuing. Many people are dying. So far, we are learning that over 787 people have died so far in Iran, including over 140 young children who died during a school strike. That rockets from the United States and Israel struck the school where these young children were, killing over 140 young children. But the United States and Israel say they cannot target schools, that they are not that kind of people, that they would not target school, they will not kill innocent lives. But reports of innocent lives being lost in this war are continuously rising. Over 787, those are the recorded ones. There are reports that more people have been killed, but so far they have not yet been reported. The war is continuously going on. Heavy airstrikes targeting Iran are coming in from the United States of America. President Trump said they are continuously attacking Iran, that they want to totally erase the Ayatollah regime. Of course, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei died in the airstrike, but up to now, Iran is continuously also responding to these, what they call allegations, what they call aggression from the United States of America and Israel. We saw the Hezbollah also attacking Israel, trying to fight on behalf of their allies, of the Ayatollah regime and Iran. Of course, the Hezbollah had to hit Israel, and now Israel responded with force, also striking back and striking the command center in Beirut, Lebanon. Those airstrikes were coming in from Israel. This after these Hezbollah militias had fired rockets into Israel. But also Iran is continuously striking the United States of America army bases around the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz is now closed. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard had warned that no more use of the Strait of Hormuz, and this has been a very critical route for transporting goods and oil. 20% of the world's oil has been transported via that route, and now it is closed, according to the reports coming in from Iran. They are warning that whoever uses that route puts their goods at risk and even their life. They will strike any vessel that tries to take that route, and many people are worried that the gas prices and oil prices are continuously hiking up in different parts of the world, and they are worried. Spain had refused to allow the United States of America use their military bases to attack Iran. Of course, President Trump was very unhappy about it, and he came out saying that they will even stop all the dealings with Spain, but Spain had responded also saying they cannot participate in a war that is stopping peace in the region, that is bringing chaos, that as Spain, they would not tolerate anything. They would not give out their bases for the United States to continue attacking Iran. Although they say they do not support the Ayatollah regime, but they are not ready to see innocent lives dying. They follow international law, and they are peacemakers and lovers. And that brings us to the end of the Mighty Global News Updates. Always a special moment that we love sharing with you what's always happening in our country here and outside. We believe you are now informed. It's time to sit down and enjoy the conversation that is yet to start a few minutes from now. Thank you for being part of us. We are taking a very short break and coming back much stronger.